Hello. Now the next subtopic is rationalizing denominators. What is the meaning of rationalizing? If your denominator is an irrational number, means if it is not rational. Suppose your denominator is root 3, root 2 plus 1, root 7 minus root 29, something like this. So these are all the surds, irrational numbers. You have this number, so removing this, instead of irrational, we make it a rational number. Rational number, as I told you, can be written in the form of, like 3 is a rational number, 3 it can be written in 3 over 4. 22 over 7 is a rational number. 1 over 9 is a rational number. 7 is a rational number because 7 can be written as 7 over 1. So these are all rational numbers. So denominator, if denominator is in the form of an irrational number and we convert into in this form, this is called the rationalizing the denominator. The easy method for this is, as we have done it earlier, if it is in the form of 1 over root a, we know very well. So if, for example, we are having 1 over root 5 in the denominator, to remove this, we multiply it by, we divide it by root 5 and multiply by root 5. So that root 5 multiply root 5 will become 5. So in the same way, 1 over root 3 can be written as 3 over root 3. 1 over root 7 can be written as root 7 over 7, using the same principle which we have mentioned here. Another thing is, if the number is in this form, root 2 minus root 3, we divide and multiply by same numbers, root 2, root 3, root 2, root 3, but always remember, change this sign. You have to use opposite of this sign. If it is negative, you use plus. If it is plus, you use negative. The reason is, in this down part, we want in this form a minus b and a plus b, so that we very clearly write a square minus b square. There is no root here. That's how we do. Sometimes this is called conjugate. Root 2 plus root 3, its conjugate is root 2 minus root 3. So we call it multiply and divide by its conjugate. Conjugate means number will remain same but the sign will change. Do not use calculator for this side, and we have to simplify. Simplify means we don't want root 5 there, so we multiply it by root 5 over root 5. So this answer will be root 5 over 5. This I told you, root 11 over 11. This question, root 3 over root 15. Root 3 over root 15. So we have to remove this. So we can multiply by root 15, divide by root 15. So this is root 45 over 15. So these are the easy question. Question number 2 and question number 3 are important questions. So let's concentrate more on these ones. Now let's write do question number 2. Now let's do question number 2. Rationalize the denominator. Means this is a irrational number. We have to put rational number here in place of this. So what we are going to do is, so question number 1 is 1 over 1 plus root 3. Now you have to remember one thing, that 1 plus root 3 and 1 minus root 3 is always equal to 1 square minus root 3 square. So that is equal to 1 minus 3. For example, root 2 minus root 5 and root 2 plus root 5 is equal to root 2 square minus, this sign will always be minus, root 5 square. So that is 2 minus 5 is equal to minus 3. Another example is root 2 minus 3 and root 2 plus 3. This is equal to root 2 square minus, now this 3 is not having any root, so we have to write 3 square. So root 2 square is 2 minus 3 square is 9. So this is negative 7. So this is the first type, this is second, and this is the third. We are going to use this when we are going to solve these questions. So this question is 1 over 2a, that is 1 over 1 plus root 3. We multiplied by 1 root 3, 1 root 3, and we will change the sign. That's called the conjugate. Now 1 multiplied by 1 minus root 3 is 1 minus root 3. This is 1 plus root 3 is 1 minus, so it is 1 square minus root 3 square. So that will be 1 minus root 3 over 1 minus 3. 1 square is 1, root 3 square is 3. So that is 1 minus root 3 minus 2. You can leave the answer here, or you can write root 3. This minus will come here, so this will become minus and this will become plus. So this is the answer. You can write this as answer. So if I do this another question, that is let's rub this portion and we try to do another question from here. Let me take question number D. We are doing part D. That is 4 over 3 minus root 5. So I multiplied by 3 root 5 over 3 root 5. This is plus and this is plus. We change the sign. Now we know that denominator will be 3 square root 5 square and negative sign. Now 4 multiplied 3 is 12 plus sign. This will remain 4 root 5. So this is, you can take common, this is 12 and 4, you can take 4 common. 4 was already common here, so even if you don't multiply it, so this is 3 plus root 5. Let us see if there is something common in the denominator. This is 9 minus root 5 is 5. Yes. So this is 4 over 4, 3 plus root 5. So this cancel. This is your answer. Imagine if this number is, instead of 9 minus 5, it is 9 minus 6. So 3 remaining. Then you would have to multiply 4 by 3 and 4 by root 5. Now let's do a bit complicated question. Let us do this question. So I'm doing question number 2, part K. Most of the time I will highlight the question which I am solving here. Root 17 minus root 11 over root 17 plus root 11 multiply by. We need not to concentrate on what is in the numerator. We have to concentrate what is there, and what sign is there. So what I'm going to write is root 17 and root 11, root 17, root 11, and my sign will be the opposite of this, negative and negative. So what I'm going to have it here is root 17 square is 17. Okay, let me write the full, minus root 11 square. Now this is a minus b, so it is 17 square minus 2 root 17 root 11 plus root 11 square. This is a minus b. This is a minus b square. That is a square minus 2ab plus b square. I am using this formula here. So the denominator will be root 17 square is 17 minus root 11 square is 11. 17 square, same method, is 17. 11 square is 11 minus 2 multiply 17 multiply 11. So 2 root 17 multiply 11 is 187. I hope you know the multiplication of 11. 16 multiply 11 is 176. 32 multiply 11 is 352. 45 multiply 11 is 495. The thing is, what we are doing is, this is the sum of 1 and 6, this is the sum of 3 and 2, this is the sum of 4 and 9. So this is a shortcut how to multiply by 11. So now what we are having is (28) minus 2 root 187 divided by 17 minus 11 is 6. So if we take 2 common, that is 14 minus root 187 divided by 6. This you cancel by 3, so you find the answer. So that is this part. Now I am going to do one more part of this. because this is a square here. It's not a binomial, it's a trinomial, means 3 terms are there. So let's see how we are going to solve this. So question number 3, part B. So that is 1 over 2 plus root 5 square. So the square of first plus 2 first function, second function plus square of second. That is the formula we use. So that is equal to 1 over 2 square is 4, this is 4, and 5 square is, root 5 square is 5, 4 and 5 9, plus 2 and 2 4 root 5. So this is the multiplication. Now we have to, so we multiplied by its conjugate, so that is 9 4 root 5 over 9